How'd you get in there so fast, D-Dog?
Okay.
I'm gonna try to keep up with the comments as they come in.
You want to switch places?
You can drive. Yeah.
Alright, we'll be right back.
I'll just leave it.
Oh, you just leave it live?
Live.
Okay, we'll just swap.
All right, guys. So for those that don't know yet, we are in Detroit. But thanks to Xander over here, he made it happen. So we're driving to Detroit, and we're gonna cover the GT500 reveal the best that we can. We're gonna try to go live for the reveal. We're not sure as far as like what kind of connection we're gonna have, and if there's gonna be Wi-Fi available.
Yeah, and how loud.
I'm sure there's gonna be like millions of people all posting and trying.
Yeah, it's gonna be nuts.
So, not sure if we're gonna be able to go live for the reveal, but we're gonna try. But we'll definitely have we'll be here for a couple days, so we'll definitely have probably an upload for each day, and we'll try to go live whenever we can.
Yeah.
But right now we're just looking for a spot so we can kind of switch drivers.
Yeah. We're both working off about 4 hours combined sleep.
Combined.
Yeah.
Yeah, I got about an hour and a half. Xander got like, what did you say, 2 hours?
About 2 hours. That was it. Yeah.
And that's only because I overslept. I got an hour and a half. I should be on like an hour's sleep.
That's
Yeah, I thought I hit snooze and shut my alarm off. Next thing I knew.
I noticed it. So that's why I always wear sunglasses.
What's that?
So to get free bags. I don't sleep at night. So I just hide all that with the sunglasses.
I get that.
That's my safety blanket.
Yeah. I should put my sunglasses.
Yeah.
How many we got in here? 12 people? How do I check the comments? Just bear with us while I'm driving here. Posting overpriced slow car. We're posting overpriced about an overpriced slow car. I guess the GT500 is an overpriced slow car. Definitely probably overpriced, I'll give you that, but I doubt it'll be slow.
Yeah, I guess we'll find out tomorrow for sure.
I honestly don't think we will find out tomorrow.
Yeah. Hey guys.
It's just like I said, I really don't think that like there's gonna be like everything's not gonna be given tomorrow. They're not gonna be like, here's the car, here's the horsepower, here's what it weighs, here's how much it costs. See you in 6 months.
I remember that was with the 18 Mustang that was like that. They're like, all right, here's the car. We know we're not gonna pop the hood.
Hey, thanks, man. Yeah, we're gonna try to drive safe. There's a ton of snow on the ground. We've seen like 10 accidents already, so just cruising along in the slow lane right now, following a dump truck.
Yeah. Yeah, I remember the 18 came out and it was like, here's the car, but we're not gonna pop the hood. I'm not going to tell you anything.
Right, I mean, that's typically what they do. I mean, they won't not say anything. They're going to give us some details. They're going to probably, any type of innovative new technology, or like, I'm sure they'll probably talk about the active aero, which we kind of already discovered that, but
yeah.
I think they'll give some clues. If there's anything crazy going on, like, I'm sure we'll find out what transmissions, like, still kind of undecided. Is it going to be a 10-speed auto, or is maybe that dual clutch, is that really a thing?
Yeah.
So I'm sure we'll probably find that out.
Yeah.
But I'm not hopeful that we'll get horsepower. The main thing I really want to get, like I was saying, is I want to know, is there going to be an R version? Because I kind of already have an allocation set up, but I want to make sure I have all my ducks in a row this time. So if there's an R allocation, I want to know what I'm negotiating for. You know what I mean?
You want to know what you're buying and how much is it going to be worth it. Especially if some of these guys are charging so much for ADM. The Demon came out and people were charging, they're like 50,000 ADM in some places. And people are paying it. $50,000 dealer markup is a lot of money.
Yeah, but when people got money, and if you really like a car and you got money,
I mean, if you're going to keep it forever, yeah. I mean, it was a 1-year production car, so it is very limited. Those of you that are in the chat, you are live on Serpent Sayings. Obviously, please drop him a thumbs up. It helps the video spread. We would thank you so very much. I'm gonna swap seats real quick.
Drivers here, so I could at least go through the comments and stuff. And
I gotta pee again.
You gotta pee again?
Yeah. I drank that whole thing. I'm gonna get something else to drink too. There's so much snow up here. It's awesome.
I want to do a donut so bad.
That'd be the intro.
Proceed to the route.
Yeah. Alright, so man, that is really, why is it like overexposed always on that one side? Your side it was over there, and my side it's over here. We'll just probably leave it there, cause, oh no, we can't, because I gotta be able to go through the comments, so
right.
Move it over to the other rig.
Yeah.
This one, let's see if we can see what kind of comments we get. How did you say? You click on the comment? What do you do here? Oh, there we go.
Yeah,
Here
like that.
Alright, just going through some of these comments, guys. What kind of truck am I in? I'm in my 2016 F-150. I'll be back in a minute. We're not exactly sure what time it's going to be shown yet, but I'm pretty sure it's going to be early in the morning, so stay tuned early in the morning.
You want anything to drink?
I agree with the drag pack thing. Yeah, could you just grab me like a Sprite or a Mountain Dew?
Yeah.
Either one of those. Yeah, I agree on the drag pack, man. They definitely need to cater to everybody. I mean, you know, some people are into track, some people are into drag racing, some people are like me and they're into both. So they need to. It would be difficult to, you know, offer a drag pack. What do you got to do? Take the wing, delete the coolers, and maybe give a drag radial like the Demon, and it would probably make for one hell of a setup. But let me get out here and switch this phone around. You get a chance to see this weather out here. Swap the drivers. Here we go. I need my phone mount. Let's see, can we get this thing right? This crappy phone mounts. Alright, that should be good. You can see both of us there. Alright. Yeah, see that's what bothers me right there, the $25,000 markup when the car is not even allocated to anybody yet. There is no, you know, supply, and they say it's supply and demand, but there is no supply yet, and so there's no demand. And obviously you can't gauge demand when there's no allocations been issued, and you know the car's not even for sale yet, and you already have dealers, you know, putting giant markups on the car. Also, I've already spoken to a couple of dealers, and I'm not going to name any names, but I've already heard, you know, 30-40,000 over sticker, and that they're going to be, you know, they've already been granted permission from management to go out and buy allocations from other dealers for, you know, up to 30,000 over, and they're going to try to sell those cars for 40 and 50,000 over. Most of those dealers that I know of are in the California area, but still, I mean, it's absolutely ridiculous when it gets to that point. I mean, supply and demand is one thing. If you got three people in line and one guy's willing to pay more, you know, it is what it is. But when you're just going to go ahead and put a, you know, price on the car and say, you know, 25,000 on top of sticker, that's ridiculous. Oh, I agree. They could keep it for that. There's no way I would ever pay anywhere near 25,000 over sticker. But as far as I mean, I've been working on this deal for actually about 4 years now. So every time I bought a new Ford in the past 4 years, I bought 5 new Fords since the 15 came out. I bought my 15 GT in November 2014. Then I bought the GT350 Tech Pack. After that, I got the F-150 and the 350R, and then I got the 2018. Every single one of those cars, I made sure that, you know, they knew I was going to be buying a GT500 and that, you know, they would be willing to work with me and I would be first on the list for their allocation. And as far as I know, that is still in effect. So hopefully they will, you know, stick to their word and give me the car. But, you know, I'm not going to put all my eggs in one basket. I am going to, you know, call around other dealers and see if I can, you know, try to have more than one option if anything falls through. Yes, I agree. Ridiculous is a nicer way to say stupid. There you go. Yeah, I agree 100% Speed Addict. You know, it's funny you say that because I actually just had a conversation with Ford customer service on that very issue. Because a lot of you, some of you guys that follow along, did you grab that? Did you just put a drink in there?
By your door, by your knee.
Oh, okay. There it is. So on the Ford GT, anybody that's followed along with that whole deal, you know that, you know, Ford had the GT application process, and Ford made it so clear that they want enthusiasts buying the cars, and they want people that are, you know, involved in social media and that are going to go out and track the cars and share it with the world. It's in the view there. Yeah, see both of us good.
I have a white monster.
Well, you're all white, so
Look, I'm just kidding.
But what was I saying? Oh yeah, so the Ford GT application process. So, you know, Ford's making it clear that they want their cars in the hands of the, you know, true enthusiasts, and they don't want the cars going to people that are buying them just to flip them. Well, then, you know, prove it. You know, these GT500s, especially if there's going to be an R, they should go to people that are, or it should be the same thing. I believe they, you know, they could do an application process on it. And I think they should, because it should go, you know, I hate to say it like this, but it should go to people like me. It should go to guys that have bought two GT350s, you know, two other Mustangs in the past couple of years. I take my cars to the track. I take them to the drag strip. I share it through social media constantly to throw on top of the sticker, which I don't have. Like, I'm not rich. I have a lot of toys, but the God's honest truth is I just have good credit. And like, cars is my life and it's my love, and I spend most of my money on my cars. I don't have like a bunch of extra money every month like to do other things with. I spend my extra money on my cars. So, you know, I can't go out and I can't outbid somebody, you know, on a new GT500 car if it comes down to it.
You talking about bids versus like?
Well, yeah, I'm just saying, like, I can't, you know, I can't go out and I can't just be like, oh, I want the car, I'm gonna drop 20,000 over sticker. I don't have
Oh
it like
yeah,
that.
yeah. That's $20,000 is $400 a month extra. You know, thereabout. If I'm getting that right. Yeah, about every $10,000 financed is about $200 a payment.
Yeah. Yeah, we're back, guys. Thanks for joining me. Yeah, we are gonna try to go live tomorrow, but we're not sure if we're gonna be able to, because the thing is we, you know, there's gonna be a million people there all trying to post and probably go live, and we don't know if there's gonna be Wi-Fi available. You know, I have Sprint service, so I don't know. You know, typically in public places, I don't get very good service, so I don't know if we're going to be able to go live. But we're going to try our best to go live during the reveal. But if we can't go live, we're going to try to get you guys the content as fast as possible, regardless. So, and we're going to cover it as long as we're here. So, you know, any new information that comes up, we're going to get it to you guys as fast as possible. Yeah, we have. He just said there is no Wi-Fi in Colo Hall, so there you go. Thanks for that. So no Wi-Fi, so there is a good chance we won't be able to go live.
Yeah, but have no fear, because the idea is
like maybe hotspot to your phone or something.
Yeah,
and then that way maybe it'll bump your signal a little bit, and we can, you know.
Well, if it's possible,
we'll try.
We'll give it the old university a try, but no promises, I guess. But we are going to try to push to flood, you know, all of the content out to you guys as fast as possible. There's going to be a ton of information, hopefully, that we'll be able to share with everybody, because you know, that is why we're doing this. We want to be able to take you guys along with us on this adventure, and wish you could all be here, but
Yeah, see, the thing is with the dealer markups and them being allowed to do it, um, Ford legally can't dictate what the dealers are a separate entity from Ford Motor Company, and they can't dictate what they sell their cars for. See, Ford literally sells their cars to the dealership,
yeah,
and then the dealership can do whatever they want with it. They have every right to sell it for whatever. And I just want to be clear, my gripe is not that dealerships sell their cars for a bump sticker. My gripe is that they're the ones that are driving these markups, and they're creating them out of thin air. I mean, like I said, the car is not even released yet. There are zero allocations issued to any dealerships, but I've personally spoken to dealerships already that said they're going to be 30, 40,000 over sticker. So you're putting a price on a car saying it has a demand that you have no way of gauging, and that is ridiculous.
a lot of people don't know that. They don't understand that dealerships buy the cars from the company. And then, so
Right.
yes, so literally they could sell
They can
base
sell it for
model
whatever they want.
F-150s. They could sell base model F-150s
But
to Vanadium.
but
They'd never
here's the
sell
thing.
them.
So
But
they can't dictate what they sell the cars for, but that doesn't mean there aren't ways that they can help to control this problem.
True.
Like, for example, we talked about before, the allocations for these cars mostly go to the bigger dealers, and it's mostly the bigger dealers, like California, for example, that are
yeah,
so dealership to me, and this isn't where I got my R, but is Town and Country Ford in Nashville. Uh, they get allocated like one GT350 a year. One GT350 a year. And then you got these guys that are selling them for 30, 40,000 over sticker. They're getting 30 cars? That's ridiculous. Like, why do they get 30 cars when they're selling them for 30, 40,000 over sticker? And, all these other smaller dealerships either A, aren't even getting an allocation, or B, they get one.
I could see an allocation for a out of the, just like a smaller dealership that got one allocation. And I could see an ADM there, possibly. But I think the big dealerships that have like 10 of them on lots, there shouldn't be.
Say, here's everything, and then there's nothing for 7 months while we wait for the car. Because then guess what happens is, the hype and, the anticipation starts to die down.
That's very valid.
So, from a marketing standpoint, you have to keep it relevant at all points. So they feed it to you at little points in time.
I wonder, because that's very true, and I wonder if they gave us the information, like, when they did the teaser for the 500 that is coming, blah blah blah. I wonder if they did that too soon. You know what I mean? Because we've been waiting for like a year for this thing.
Right,
and we're still not
about the markups. That's exactly what my point is when we don't even know how many cars are being built. Is it even limited? What if Ford comes out and says, "Hey, if you're ridiculous."
How many people are in the chat?
10. We had a little more, but I think we lost some. It's good though. It's actually not true though, because what happens is all the ones that they build, like, they have no problem selling GT350s, like, even with the markups. It's actually the opposite problem, and that's somewhat what drives the markups on these cars, is the fact that they can't produce too many at one time. It's not that they can't produce enough for everybody, it's that they can't produce enough at one time. Like, for example, when the GT500 first drops, even if they say, hey, we're going to build enough for everybody, we're going to build 10,000 of these.
People want
this
their
year.
first.
Well, guess what? I want to get mine as soon as possible and start making YouTube content. So, and everybody does. So what happens is you have 10 or 20,000 people that all want one right now. And that's what happens, especially at the beginning of these releases. Yeah, we did a driver swap. It was too difficult for me to try to look at the comments of what you guys are saying. Is it lagging again? I wish it had some kind of like connection notification here. Like,
Yeah.
Sorry about that, guys. We can't really tell whenever the connection's going bad. Can you hear me?
The comments just come delayed.
No, they're third soon.
Oh, there they go. Okay.
The Patriots are killing LA. That's good to know. Just looking through some more of the comments here. See if I missed anybody. Yeah, the resellers kill the game, and especially whenever it's the dealers are the resellers.
You know, really.
Ironhead, I said Nashville earlier. Sorry, go ahead.
The Hellcat that I bought earlier, you know, in 18. I paid 16. I paid 49 for it, right? But whoever bought that before me definitely paid 89,000, probably at least 80,000 for that car. You know, because they paid some kind of markup because everybody was charging markup for that. And when they sold out and traded it for whatever, they lost all of that money. So I mean that's going to happen, but it's if you're going to keep the car forever, I mean, you know, it just really depends on how many you want it, I guess, want to hold on to it. Because, like, I know you will use the car.
Yeah.
You know, everybody will, I guess, but some people will put them in the garage.
Well, that's the thing. A lot of people want to buy them and just throw them in the garage, or just to, cars and coffee crowd. Which,
I mean, they have the right to do that. I get it, because
it's their car. They can do whatever they want.
Yeah, their money is just as green as yours, but.
Has the connection gotten any better, guys? Let me know. Looks like we're kind of getting back into civilization a little bit here, so hopefully a little better. When I get the if, I won't be able to keep all. The 03 Cobra is definitely going to have to go. That's mainly going to help me fund this. So right now, I still owe about 25 grand or so on the R. So my plan basically is to sell the 03 Cobra and pay off the note on the R. That way I can get financed on the GT500 and basically have a similar payment. I'm sure it's going to be a little more than it was on the R for the 500, but that's basically the plan there. And I'm still kind of considering. I'm considering trading in the 18 on the GT500, but I'm not for sure if I'm going to do that or not yet.
It's probably worth it, though.
Yeah, it kind of depends on what the GT500 really is at the end of the day.
Yeah.
Because like the R I track, that's going to be my main track car.
So the 500 be like your daily.
The 500 is going to be my daily, and I'm going to drag race it and track it. So like now I'm kind of leaning towards like I was going to go just drag with the 18.
So have you noticed in the pictures you have like your regular rear caliper or brake caliper, and then they have another one? Have you noticed that? It's like a secondary brake system on the back.
On the GT500?
On the 500?
I didn't see that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's the way all the pictures I've seen so far. It looks like it's a I'm losing my train of thought. What am I looking for? But you know the relevance behind it.
Yeah.
I think that it's going to do both things very, very.
Move it a little more. Does that get a little better if I move it more towards Xander? That's a little better.
I think it's. Yeah, I don't know why there's a glare right there.
More towards me.
It's okay. They don't
when you're just in the phone, if you tap it, it'll take away, but you won't let you do that. Yeah, that's better. More towards Xander, right?
I don't know why it's a wide.
Stop counting. Are we back? Can you guys hear us? Yeah, sorry. We're kind of in the middle of nowhere now at this point, and phone connection's not so great. Yeah, I know. I'd love to switch over to Verizon, but unfortunately, I'm stuck in this crappy phone plan. So,
Yeah, T-Mobile has been really good for me. I guess it really just depends on where you live, though.
Okay, so Andrew said, will the GT500 be a letdown if it isn't 700? Back over a little here.
Said that this is they're making this car to beat demons. That was like a slip. Did it freeze?
This sucks. Let me know when we're back, guys, so we can continue.
That's
Okay.
All right. If Ford has never actually come out and said that we're building this car to beat this or that or whatever, it's not like competition like that. So I think even anything north of 700.
Well, they did say Venom. I'm just going to play devil's advocate here. They did say Venom kills demons.
Well, Jim Owens said that and almost lost his job.
Right.
But
like,
as a company,
even if it was to kill, even if Venom did kill demons, he still could potentially lose his job for giving out information that was
true. But I guess what I'm trying to say is they're not marketing it towards a specific other vehicle.
Right. But in other people's defense, that's the one thing I will say is like that comment shouldn't have been made. One way or the other, it shouldn't have been made. Like whether the car is faster than a demon at the drag strip or it isn't, like that comment shouldn't have been made.
I mean, I think that
because that's what's driving a lot of people to say that. Well, if it doesn't beat the demon in a drag race, is it a fail?
No, it's like people want it to be a competitor versus the ZL1 versus the Dodge Demon and the Hellcats, and really it's kind of its own thing. So it's not going to be a failure by any means. It's
well, like what we were saying before is like we've already seen some stuff on the GT500. We've seen it's got a big wing. We've seen it's got aero in the front. We've seen it's got giant brakes. We've seen the active brake cooling. Yeah. So what do we know so far? We know they're building a road course car. How could how could you take it to the drag strip and it not beat anything and say it's a fail? Because if you're going to make that argument, shouldn't you make the same argument for a demon? Okay, if the GT500 is a road course car and it doesn't beat the demon in a drag race and it's a fail, okay, so is the demon a fail because it can't beat the GT500 on a road course?
Yeah. Yeah.
Because if you don't agree with that, then I'm done debating with you because you're ignorant.
Yeah.
I mean,
that's yep.
Now that's what another thing is about the GT500 versus the Demon, and about whether or not it's a fail if it doesn't have over 750 horsepower. Again, look at what an 18 GT with tuned E85, because a tuned E85, 18 GT is about 460 to the wheels roughly. Let's just say. Right outside of Cincinnati there. Yeah, I know I froze again, guys. Sorry about that. This one, Ford needs to wake up. Look at all the introduction Dodge did with the Demon, private invitation, 8th mile track inside, intro was unreal. Ford is doing nothing here except a car show. I agree with the Dodge Demon release was an awesome deal that they did there. But I would say give Ford a chance here because we're still about 7 months away from the reveal. And what they did with the GT350, if they do something similar, was after the car was revealed, they did what was called the North American Track Tour, and they invited all previous Boss Mustang owners and I think GT500 owners as well. I actually got invited. I don't know why. I think I bought it. I bought an S550 early on, and for some reason I was invited. But and they brought everybody out. They had a bunch of Rs and a bunch of GT350s there, and they let everybody rip them around the track and took you for a ride with a pro driver, and let you see what the thing can do. So they had some similar stuff they did with the GT350, and I fully expect that they would do the same thing with the GT500, or I can only hope. Guys, are we back? I appreciate all you guys for sticking around because I know this is probably terrible watching.
You guys are awesome.
Yeah,
awesome.
You guys are the true troopers, man.
They could be doing.
Yeah, I agree 100%. Yeah, that's Mike. What's up, Mike? I agree 100%, man. Like, all this, if it doesn't kill the demon or this and that, like, how about the fact that, I take it most of you guys are probably Ford guys. Most of you guys are probably Mustang guys. How about the fact that we're getting ready to get You know, I think it's fair to say this is going to be the baddest Mustang ever produced.
Oh yeah.
So how about that? Let's just ride out on that. It's going to be the baddest Mustang ever produced to date, and you know, I currently have a Mustang in my garage that I wouldn't trade for the world, and that's my 350R. So if they can do anything like that again, I don't care what it beats or doesn't beat. Like, I love that car. I enjoy that car.
They typically don't make cars worse than the previous generations.
Right. I mean,
It's going to be great.
Yeah.
And it seems like everybody wants to see this thing fail because it doesn't have 1,000 horse. But I mean, the car is going to be a monster. I'm excited.
I mean, just think that we're actually in a day that we might get a 10-second factory Mustang and have people saying it's shit.
Yeah, that's so crazy. Yeah,
that's crazy.
The car has 725
what does it do?
horsepower.
1080, 725 horse? Oh my God, what junk.
Yeah, that's nuts. So, 10 years ago, 600 horsepower cars were like, wow, you know, maybe not 10 years ago, let's say 15. But the point is, now you got 700 plus horsepower factory cars, production cars.
I remember when I had my Celine back in the day. I had an '89 Celine.
Yeah.
With a Vortec on it. That thing made 418 to the tires. I freaking smashed everything. Like, I never lost a race in that car.
Yeah.
418 to the tires.
418
like, that's all it took.
Huge numbers. So every Honda Civic owner is wet dream.
Yeah, it's crazy that, you know, today now 10s is considered slow. It's hilarious.
Yeah, 9s is the new 10s. You know,
I would kind of venture to say 8s is the new 10s. Because
you actually. I think
when
I
was a teenager, man, like it was a select group of like shops and things like that were going 10s and streetable Mustangs, and now those same, you know, select group of shops are running 8s.
Suspension, like a Vortec or any kind of blower with about close to 800 horsepower, running like 85 and all that. You know, it's not too far fetched to see those things running high 9s. So yeah, 8s being the new 10s is, I think it's probably pretty accurate.
Which is insane.
Yeah.
I never thought I would ever have.
I mean, Michael Manger on a 10 flat, you know, with a little better DA, I mean, a high 9 car. You know, he would have had it if he'd done the pulleys and stuff like that.
I mean, look at the 03 Cobras from just a few years back, like 6-7 years back when the 03 Cobras were really popular.
A 304 stock, 390 horsepower. I mean, that was like wow back then.
Yeah, and now like really it's a stock GT. Like if I would have went back to the time when 03 Cobras were doing their thing, if I'd have told you that, hey, in a few years that's going to be a GT, you'd have laughed at me. You'd have been like, ha, no way.
Yeah.
Are you kidding me? I hope you do see 9s this year, Speed Addict. That would be cool. You're going E85 or? Bricks train, I hope to get into the 8s. What are you running? Yeah, you notice every time we get out of little city areas, the connection goes.
That's the third time that would make it the third time the car's done that, where the string just dies in the Mustang. Yeah, it's a glitchy thing.
Yeah, I would agree. I'd be more interested in its lap time capability, but the thing is with the Nürburgring times is like GM has a track record of releasing Nürburgring times, and Ford doesn't. Like Ford doesn't send a driver out and a car out too. They do testing out there, especially on prototype. Official Nürburgring times, I don't think you see any. Just like with the GT. Oh, the 350R, you know, did a 732 or whatever. There's no, because it doesn't exist. I mean, there's guys that official lap time. To track the car, but I don't. Got 2 hours and 24 minutes. lot of people don't realize how easy it is to track it. It is very costly to, track it often. You start going into consumable cost, tires, brakes, all that stuff. But on typically times, you can do a track and not have to worry about burning through a holster.
Those 5 people matter.
Yeah, I'm surprised it's that, really. All right, guys, if you can hear me, I'm not going to torture you guys too much longer. This stuff's going in and out every 30 seconds, and I know it's probably terrible. So we're gonna shut down for a little while and try to, when we get into better connection, or maybe when we get to a couple hours now at this point. So we will be going live again probably at some point tonight, either on my channel or Xander's, right?
Yeah, I don't see why not.
Yeah.
I'll probably do it on mine.
Yeah. All right. So we'll probably be live again next time on Xander's channel, and keep a lookout for tomorrow, guys. I'm not sure exactly what time everything's going to be, but keep an eye out in the morning. If we do get some information tonight on times and anything, we'll try to update all you guys tonight. So.